So we got the movie. Talk to Me is a scary horror thriller movie from the studio A24 that has been climbing up the charts recently with their hit singles. They have like this weird, unsettling, disturbing graphic vibe to them, and they brought it to this film as well. Basically, it's a group of friends who use a possessed object in order to get this euphoric feeling such as cocaine or ecstasy, as well as being in the physical and mental states during the high phase. After grieving the loss of her family, Mia, the main character, goes to some party because she sees on her phone, oh, there's a buzz, what's going on with this video, people are like blacking out, their eyes getting dilated, it's all black. Of course, it's all on social media, so she tries to go just to have fun and of course forget the loss of her family, but also try this new, what is this statue thing doing? To be very honest with you, it's another Gen Z movie, just like Bodies, but it's more or less comedic than that movie, which is still from the same studio. But it's another movie where the kids are filming everything, they're attached to devices, they're texting, they're ignoring calls, so it's a good or bad thing depending on what type of person you are. I wish, personally, I wish I would have been Gen Z, but I was just a cusp of a millennial. I was born in 1994, and according to Google, which Google is never wrong, haha, funny, millennials caught off in 1996, so I did not make it into the Gen Z corp. And if it sounds like I'm better, I'm not. It's just, I feel like Gen Z gets more better movies than I did when I was growing up. I mean, yeah, we had phones back then, but it was like Nokias or Motorola's. It's not like what we have now, just like Bodies. And I keep referencing that because that's what I thought a lot about. Bodies, which is the same studio, but different premise, but still another Gen Z movie, so take it for what you will. If you like it, if you don't, depends on you are. Fun fact, the directors are Danny and Michael Falula, and the reason why I bring this up, they are brothers, but they had a YouTube with over like millions of subscribers, and this is their first feature film, which is awesome because I'm in YouTube, so hopefully YouTube or movies or something with like a career wise better than just being a YouTuber. I love being a YouTuber, but still, it's awesome that they made their first feature film, just like as Chris Stuckman with Shelby Oaks, so it's pretty cool seeing YouTubers make more things than just billions of views, billions of subscribers, money, actually making a film made, and it's actually pretty good. So I'm so thankful, like wow, like it is possible. The Emblem hand is a silver-like statue that doesn't move, but the user must place their hand on it to like shake on it and say, "Talk to me." And they literally look away because it's some grotesque like figure, it's a person. It's different every time for the user. It's a different situation, different possessed. So they usually go up to the hand and say, "Talk to me." And they usually look away because they're scared of what they see, but they have to look back and say, "Let me in." And that's what you see in the trailer. So basically they say, "Talk to me, let me in." They go like that. So it's basically getting a euphoric feeling. And the reason why I bring up cocaine and ecstasy is because some people, when they do cocaine, like in the movies, they do, and then like for the next 5 seconds they're like, when they're on ecstasy, like, you know, so it's that initial like, and I feel like it's connected to cocaine a lot because in movies when they do cocaine, they do that and then like that, like they do that in the movie. So that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, so it's this like euphoric, amazing high feeling such as those drugs, but their eyes get dilated. It's so black except for like 10% of the like of the sides, and they act in a physical and mental state based on what is possessing them, and it's different every time. It's different every user. The different sounds, the different verbiage that they use, and different situations that are placed in the room. Of course, they have the light. They're strapped. So like I said, it's another Gen Z movie because they're getting filmed for 90 seconds to see what are they saying, what are they doing, what are they thinking, are things happening in the room while it's happening. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it is a game, but it's and I keep referencing Gen Z because this is perfect for them. It's amazing that they're gonna, hopefully they like it. I mean, I think they will. I mean, I liked it, but I'm a millennial. And they take turns doing it different days, like different users, different friends, party to party, days after days of doing it. They don't just do it once, they do it consecutively multiple days. The problems, however, start to arise after the friends have been doing it for too long and for too far. So it means as they pass the 90 seconds, some of them end up in the hospital, and now these possessed beings that are only part of the game are invading their everyday lives, and that's when it becomes a problem and they start sorting it out, what is going on with this possessed hand. And yeah, the group of friends is believable. I mean, there's some people are jealousy, some people are dating, some people are going out, some people are liking each other, but it's a group of friends that you can believe in, that you can see yourself in it because it's different ethnicities, gender, body types, images, whatever. Some people don't like each other, but all they care about is getting this possessed feeling and partying it up and drinking, and it's just like, yeah, it's close by. I mean, the first initial scene is a lot of parties, but still, it is scary where they end up as the movie progresses. I wasn't going to see this movie, to be honest with you. After Disney's Haunted Mansion, I was like, dude, like I'm being burnt out, but of course, like I was supposed to go with a perfect, beautiful babe, but she never ended up responding back, so I still end up going, and it's a great weekend for horror fans. Well, I wouldn't say great weekend. I mean, Haunted Mansion wasn't really that good. I mean, unless you have siblings, but I still ended up going, and I was surprised of how grotesque and scary I felt leaving the theater, or even when I was in it, into the mix, because they incorporated psychological aspects to it that I didn't see based on the marketing material. However, it does deal with kind of like demonic possessionness and like jump scares, even though at the end of the day, I will be honest with you, I am typically scared for that. I mean, that's like my worst fear. So to me, a little bit hit close to home. At the end of the night, I actually, for the first time in a long time, I had to peep my window so I can get some light into the room. So I was scared during it. I mean, it's been 2 days since passing, so I'm less scared of it now. But when I was in theater, I was like, oh my gosh, like some of the scenes are grotesque. And if you've seen the movie and you come back to this review, you're like, wow, some of the scenes, or sometimes when they get possessed, just the way they movement, the way they're talking, especially for those 90 seconds, the movie made it feels like it's longer. Of course, it's a movie, they're trying to drag it out, but the things that the users do or the users get possessed to do is pretty unsettling and disturbing. There's a lot of blood, sometimes gory, and you just in your seat like, oh my gosh, like you just feel so grotesque and just like scary. And I don't want to ruin it for you because I just, even for me, I found myself like being weird, and not just being like the whole theater, they're like, oh my gosh, or like, oh, I can't believe that happened. So that's the words that I can say: disturbing, unsettling, grotesque vibes. With the runtime of 90 minutes, it's short, simple, sweet, but in no way means that it's bad. It gives you everything you need by the end of the runtime, and it's pretty cool to see where the main character ended up. It's like a circle, like where she starts off and where she ends up. It's a nice, like, short, contained narrative. I mean, hopefully the directors are, in the interviews that I've seen, they're making a sequel. So hopefully this makes money, because I would definitely want to see a sequel for this. I mean, yeah, like I said, if you're a Gen Z or a young millennial or just like that type of aspect, you'll absolutely fall in love with this type of movie. It is jaw-dropping, some of the scenes, like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that user is encountering that because of they're getting possessed by this hand. And I don't know what's up with kids, like not even with this movie, just in general with the movies I've been seeing. What's up with kids wanting to like talk to the dead or demonic figures or just like bodies or just like Ouija board? It's like, I don't know why. If I had the chance, I would never want to do that. I am scared of that. I don't want, just God for me, I don't want to do that. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, it's a movie, but it's like, nah, dude. I mean, there's other ways to get high, or just do the cocaine or the ecstasy. You don't have to do this and get close to a demonic figure when it's messing up your everyday life. Even some of these kids, they did it once and oh my gosh, done. Scary. But one thing that I did find pretty interesting is that not all demonic figures that get possessed are evil. Some of the scenes or some of the movie made it out to be, of course, remember what I said in the beginning, the main character is grieving the loss of a family member. And I'm not going to say it's a family member. It could be a brother, it could be an ex, it could be a boyfriend, it could be somebody else, it could be a friend. So I'm just saying that the people that the user sees, it's not all bad. Sometimes it's tied to their past, but I don't know if they're morphed in such a different way. Where are they all good? Is this a different realm in hell? Is this even hell, or is this just like the void in between? I don't know, but I do suspect Halloween's coming up in like a few months. I feel like this movie is going to be either people are going to watch it for Halloween parties or in the background when Gen Z and millennials are drinking and partying and everything. At the end of the day, I'm going to give this a B. Like I said, it gives a unique, different twist and new spin for the new generation of horror/thriller, and I suspect a lot of young kids, for the young ones, they'll like this. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care. Bye.